I got commissioned in 2000 after I graduated, and one of the things sometimes people don't appreciate is I joined the Marine Corps before the world changed, so a lot of the decisions that were made by the young men and women today and recently were not made by me. I joined a peacetime Marine Corps. I wound up working at the Pentagon for a general officer, and then the world changed.
Katie, I don't want to alarm anybody right now, but apparently it felt just a few moments ago like there was an explosion of some kind here at the Pentagon.
And then I turned around over my left shoulder and an enormous pillar of black smoke coming over the backside of the Pentagon. In January 2003, we all got on a plane, flew over to Kuwait City, sat in the desert where I was a tank platoon commander for 1st Tank Battalion Bravo Company. There has to be somebody in front, and the unit I was with was literally the unit in front. So my experience from March 17th through about May 15th was the lead element flip-flopping with my friend Chad's platoon. When I left the Marine Corps in 2006, I was intent on starting a new phase in my life. I loved the previous one. I thought it was the best thing ever, but it was time to do something new. BC is a great school near where I'm from, so it was a good fit for me. But as I went on, I realized that some of my friends were having difficulty, and there seemed to me to be a disconnect between the American population and how they perceived wars occurring, and the reality of what war is and what happens when people come home. So in the Boston area, I run a pro bono organization called Veterans Legal Services. It's actually officed here at the law school. And we have 3 staff attorneys, and they provide pro bono legal assistance to our homeless and low-income veterans in Boston. And they do a wonderful job at that. Another avenue I was presented with were 2 of the reporters who were embedded in my unit back in 2003 are really first-class individuals. And one of the projects they were working on was an exploration of the consequences and realities of war. And they said, do you have anything we could look at? I said, yeah, I've got this huge trunk of stuff I kept. They saw an opportunity to share our combined experiences in a thoughtful and provocative way to get people to think, not to make people's decisions for them or feed them opinions, but show them these are my diaries, these are Gary's real photographs and Peter's writings, and take a look at something that's unfiltered or not produced, not curated, that just reflects the reality of people's experiences, and then decide for yourself what you make of it. So that's how I've dealt with my experiences, and if I can turn them around, whether it's from a Veterans Legal Services or a explanation and sharing of my experiences, make it better for others, that's the goal.